Hello, I'm Diane Birnholz. I have a tragic case out of Whitestone, Indiana, which is a quiet suburb of Indianapolis. So there are two ways I can tell you about this case. The first is from the point of view of Curt Andersen, who's 62 years old. He and his wife Yoshi are at home in the early morning hours of Wednesday, November 5, 2025. They're night owls, and they don't fall asleep until around 2 or 3 a.m. They're sleeping up on the second floor of their home. So a few hours later, shortly before 7 a.m., they get woken up because they're hearing noises outside at their front door. Now, it's still dark out, and Curt describes it as a commotion at the front door, sounding like keys or tools being used on the front door. So he puts his glasses on and he goes to the top of the stairwell, which has a straight shot view of the front door. There are windows, and he can see two people trying to open the front door. Yoshi describes the sound as the constant turning of a locked doorknob. Curt is extremely fearful of intruders. In fact, just in September, he traded in his older SIG handgun for a Glock 9mm semi-automatic handgun. So he quickly gets the Glock out of its lockbox and he loads it. Meanwhile, he keeps hearing noises at the front door, and to his ears, it sounds like it's getting more aggressive. Neither he nor his wife go downstairs. Yoshi wants to go to the front door to see what's going on, but Curt stops her because he's afraid whoever's out there might have a gun. They stay quiet. The outdoor lights are on, but not the inside lights. They do not call 911. Just a few seconds after loading the Glock, Curt stands again at the top of the stairs inside his home, and he shoots one round straight out through his own front door. He and his wife then hear a man crying out and weeping on their front porch. Yoshi and Curt now call 911. The other side is the point of view of a married couple. They work on a cleaning crew, and they've been hired to clean a model home in the same neighborhood as the Andersens' house. The wife's name is Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez, and her husband is Mauricio Velasquez. Maria is 4 foot 9 inches tall. She's 32 years old and the mother of 4. Now, their boss gave them the address for the model home, and instead of using the actual numbered address, they use GPS to find the house, and they believe they're at the right house. They know it's supposed to be unoccupied. They don't hear anyone inside, and they don't see any cars outside. Their boss has given them a key to the model house, which Maria is using to try to open the front door, but it's not working. And in the past, if a key doesn't work, they call their boss. Mauricio says this time, they do not have time to do that. He says they're only on the front porch for 30 seconds to a minute when all of a sudden there's a gunshot. He's not even sure where it comes from. His wife collapses right in front of him there in a pool of blood. Mauricio manages to call 911 as well. So the police arrive quickly, and they find Mauricio kneeling over his wife. The bullet has ripped a hole through the front door, and it struck Maria in the head. She is already dead. The police observe that the front door is locked, both at the deadbolt and the handle. There are no signs of forced entry. The exterior of the front door even has dust on it, and that has not been disturbed. There are no handprints or signs of any forceful contact on that front door. There are no scratches around the door frame. At first, Curt and his wife refused to leave the house, even when ordered out by the police. When police informed Curt later at the police station that the woman he shot was part of a cleaning crew who went to the wrong house, he puts his head down on a table and becomes very upset. The police search the house, and they find the Glock with a 10-round magazine loaded with only 9 bullets. Now, Indiana has very strong stand-your-ground laws. Most states, including Indiana, have laws allowing people to use deadly force with no duty to retreat in their own home. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will tell you what prosecutors decide to do.